Imagine being told you're too small to play basketball. Now imagine hearing that when you're trying to make it in the NBA, where the average player towers over you by a full foot. This is the story of Yuki Kawamura, standing just 5'7", one of the 10 shortest players in NBA history. But here's the twist. He's not just surviving, he's making history. From dominating Olympic champions to breaking records in the G.League, Kawamura is proving that heart can't be measured in feet and inches. The basketball world first glimpsed Kawamura's potential in ways nobody expected. While most NBA stars were mastering their craft in American high schools and colleges, this Japanese phenom was already making history in his homeland. At just 16 years old, when most kids are worried about getting their driver's license, Kawamura was representing Japan in FIBA World Cup qualifiers. His path was anything but traditional. In Japan, he became a high school legend, leading his team to back-to-back national championships. While other players his age were trying to make varsity, Kawamura was becoming the youngest professional in Japanese league history. This wasn't just about being young, it was about being ready. But the real story starts at the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Picture this. Japan, a massive underdog, facing Finland and their NBA All-Star Lauri Markkanen. Nobody gave Japan a chance. Nobody except Kawamura. In the fourth quarter, with everything on the line, he exploded for 15 straight points. The result? Japan's first ever victory against a European nation. This wasn't just a game, it was a statement. That performance wasn't a fluke. Kawamura averaged 13.6 points and 7.5 assists throughout the tournament, numbers that had NBA scouts reaching for their phones. But it wasn't just about statistics. It was about style, about making plays that seemed impossible for someone his size. The Japanese league became his proving ground. While critics questioned whether his World Cup success was sustainable, Kawamura responded by dominating the competition. He didn't just win Rookie of the Year. He captured the MVP award while leading the league in assists. This wasn't just development, this was dominance. Think that was impressive? The Olympics in Paris took things to another level. In the opening game against the world champions, Kawamura showed no fear, but it was the game against France that truly announced his arrival on the global stage. Sharing the court with giants like Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama, and some of basketball's biggest stars, Kawamura didn't just hold his own, he dominated. 29 points against France, 7 rebounds against players who could practically see over the backboard. In a tournament featuring LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kawamura was the only player to rank in the top 3 for both points and assists. His final tournament averages, 20.3 points and 7.7 assists, numbers that forced the basketball world to take notice. But international success is one thing. The NBA, that's a different beast entirely. When the Memphis Grizzlies signed Kawamura on an Exhibit 10 contract, many dismissed it as a marketing stunt. After all, how could someone so small survive in the world's toughest league? His preseason performances silenced those doubters fast. His debut against the Mavericks offered a glimpse of what was to come. Even in limited minutes, his creative passing and lightning-quick decision-making stood out. Against the Hornets, he showcased the court vision that made him a sensation in Japan. But it was the Pacers game where everything clicked. Against Indiana, Kawamura put on a passing clinic that had basketball purists drooling. 10 points and 7 assists only tell part of the story. It was how he did it that mattered. No-look passes that seemed to bend reality. Behind-the-head dimes that left defenders spinning. Alley-oops thrown with surgical precision. Let's break down some of his most spectacular plays. A turnaround no-bounce pass that resulted in a thunderous slam. A deceptive no-look bounce pass that completely fooled former #1 pick James Wiseman, using his eyes to manipulate defenders, creating wide-open three-point shots. These weren't just assists, they were works of art. His chemistry with teammates, particularly in the pick-and-roll game, developed at a remarkable pace. Running Memphis's Horns offense, Kawamura showed an uncanny ability to read defenses and make the right play, whether it was finding rollers at the rim or shooters in the corners. In just 15 minutes per game during preseason, he averaged 4.2 assists, a rate that would rank among the NBA's elite if extended to starters' minutes. But here's where the story gets real. The regular season hit hard, 1 point per game, shooting struggles, minutes harder to find than parking at a playoff game. Yet, even in these challenges, Kawamura's story becomes more inspiring, because while most players would crack under the pressure, he's doing what he's always done, working harder. His dedication shows in the numbers. Since high school, he's maintained a daily routine of shooting 600 three-pointers. That's not just practice, that's preparation for moments like these. In the G.League with the Memphis Hustle, Kawamura is writing a new chapter, leading the entire league with 11.8 assists per game. He's on pace to break records, never dropping below 9 assists in a game, nearly notching triple-doubles. He's proving that size can't measure heart or vision. Against the Birmingham squadron, he came close to making history with 15 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds. What makes Kawamura's story truly remarkable isn't just his height, it's his approach to the game. His defense, often predicted to be his biggest weakness, has become a strength through sheer determination. While most would see guarding players a foot taller as impossible, Kawamura turns it into an art form, using quickness and intelligence to level the playing field. His shooting history tells an interesting story. 41% from 3 in the Olympics, shooting 11 times per game. 35% during the FIBA World Cup, a remarkable 42% over 3 seasons and 144 games in Japan. These numbers suggest something crucial. His current NBA shooting struggles might be temporary, but his impact on the game is permanent. In his own words, playing basketball at this size is very challenging. I believe the differences in height and jumping ability can be overcome with determination. I hope that seeing me will encourage kids who do not have size not to give up. This isn't just talk, it's a blueprint for defying odds. The development of his floater in the G.League shows his adaptability. Unable to consistently finish at the rim against NBA size, he's crafting new weapons. His natural touch on these shots suggests this could become a crucial part of his arsenal, giving defenders something else to worry about besides his passing. His relationship with the Grizzlies fan base has become special. In a city known for embracing underdogs, Kawamura's tenacious style perfectly fits the grit and grind mentality. Even in away arenas, fans celebrate his achievements, showing that basketball's ability to inspire transcends team loyalty. As Kawamura continues his NBA journey, one question remains. Will he become the next great underdog story in basketball history? With his work ethic, passing wizardry, and determination to prove doubters wrong, the answer might surprise everyone. Because in a game dominated by giants, sometimes the biggest impact comes from the smallest player on the court. The real question isn't whether Kawamura can make it in the NBA, it's whether the NBA is ready for what he brings to the game. Because every time he steps on the court, he's not just playing basketball, he's changing how we think about what's possible in this sport. And in a league where the next sensation is always just around the corner, Kawamura might just be showing us the future comes in all sizes. What do you think? Comment below and don't forget to check out our other videos. Till next time.